Apologies. Tonight's beats, not Matt Chernin. They are FF8 Lo-Fi from Colossia. Also, hello, local. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for the lurk. We are playing FF8. Doop, boop, boop, doo. I'm starting super duper late. It's fine. It's whatever. We're chilling and not chilling. We are dying in the sauna. Hello, Dr. Cranberry. Welcome, welcome. Dr. Cranberry, you should tell Goober that I'm doing this, and they can judge my poor FF8ing. You don't actually have to do that. I just know that this is one of their. This at least used to be one of their more, top like 50 games at least. All right. So welcome everybody. I apologize for starting late. It is so hot, and I do not have AC installed yet. I am dying. So just so you know, I am indeed playing FF8. Oh, we should probably turn the music off. All right, so you're gonna see other files. Ignore those other files. That's from when I was playing FF8 years ago on my own time. We're gonna watch the opening, because of course we are. Oh, yeah, I was gonna say that you could. I was joking that you could tell Goober that I was playing FF8 and that they could, show up and tell me that I'm bad at it or whatever. This isn't Outer Wilds. I'm aware, Swag. I talked about it at the last thing. Outer Wilds has been causing me so much stress. I just wanted to play FF8. I'm sorry. I don't know if I've ever actually watched this opening all the way through. Most of the time I just hit go, because I'm like, I know what FF8's about. Hello, Safer. Also, hello, Necro. I saw your thing, but didn't say hello. Oh my god, I'm in shorts and a t-shirt, and I'm still, oh god. Apparently, my internet is also telling me that it's going to be even warmer tomorrow. I'm like, dog, it's too fucking hot, man. I don't have AC in my apartment yet. I was like, hey, I'll set up the AC. Wife was like, no. Not because she doesn't want AC, but she was like, look, our ACs are old. I'm worried they might be moldy. I don't want to get us sick. I was like, that's fair. Man, it's hot. Card game and battle camera director. I love how those are two things that guy was like, hey, we need you to do the battle camera and also make a card game. If you want to compete or play something out, you're at home like all the time, you've got central air. Oh my god, Dr. Cranberry. You're tempting me really hard. I have AC at work. So at work I'm fine, but my car does not have AC and my apartment does not have AC. And that's not typical, it's not a problem for most of the year. And then sometimes it is. I am doing research on I need to find the best air conditioner unit. Cause there's no way I'm making it through the summer without cold air, even in one room of the house. Here's found out it's gonna hit 94 and 96 this Saturday and Sunday. Oh, jeez. Oh, God. These are really cool scenes. I like that they did the still black and white pseudo photography here. That's really cool. Right. So obviously this is FF8 Remastered because I'm playing it on my Switch. But this is the version of FF8 that I own, so you know. Anyway, again, I could watch. We're gonna behold. I have games that I have invested some amount of time in. Apparently, I was in Timber, and then I was like, "Hey man, I'm gonna take a break," and I never got back to it. So there's no save data in slot 2. We are using slot 2 for our saves, baby. That'll be streamed. Oh, there's a 3 times speed button. We are not using battle boosts, by the way. I might use 3 times speed during grinding, but we are not using any other boosts. Gotta love that climate change no one with an ounce of power wants to do anything about. Oh god, don't even get me started. So apparently, the thing that they chant is an anagram of Succession of Witches. I'll be here. Why? I'll be waiting here. Why is waiting in scare quotes? Waiting for what? Succession of Wishes, love. Ah, that's cool. Ironically, this is another game that Retrograde Amnesia has covered. making our shared coverage of games overlap 3 times now, which is wild. Man, the swagger of fucking Cypher in this, so good. The way he holds his gun sword sideways. Like, that's how much of a badass you know that he is, and it also shows that he's actually just a fucking punk. Look at this fucker. So one of the things that I never understood when I was a kid is I thought that Cypher was like legitimately a bad guy at the beginning, because I thought also the fact that his gun is a Beretta. Anyway, I will explain the apparent idea behind this. Anyway, so that's the opening cutscene of FF8, where they were like, "Hey man, this is why you fucking play this game." So that's one of the things that I think people don't nowadays people really don't get, but like I assume that most people still kind of understand. Oh shit! I forgot that his model has the head bandages in this. You can tell this is gonna be an interesting series of streams to listen to for you specifically. Hello, Jorts. Thank you so much for the lurk. So, what if you pronounce Renoa like quinoa? I mean, you sure could. It would have been really funny if I was like, what if you pronounce Renoa like quinoa? But, you know, I didn't do that. Anyway, so apparently in interviews, the guy who made this game, not the one guy, but you know what I mean, was like, yeah, that apparently there's like a thing in Japan, like some phrase that basically just means like going too hard during like training, right? And it's like specifically for like high school kids, because high school sports clubs in Japan are apparently like either before or after school, like basically every day, right? It is like the thing that you do in addition to school if you are in that club. Um, and there's like a thing, especially in like martial arts clubs, where sometimes you just like get too into the training and like hurt yourself or hurt somebody else on accident. I could have sworn I hit the snooze. Damn it, fucked up. Um, but like apparently that was this like the sword fight they had. I thought when I was a kid I was like, wow, Cypher's an asshole. He just tried to kill Cloud or Squall. Sorry. Oh my god. Well, we got to get a counter for that. However many times I screw that up, Jesus. Um, yeah. I have a counter on my side. I'll figure out how to import something later. Um, but yeah. So apparently that's like what that was. It's just like the two of them just got too into training, and like there's a little bit of like teenage machismo, bullshit into it. But like apparently these two idiots just like got too into training and gave each other complimentary scars. Look at our new guy. He's definitely not Cloud, no siree. Okay. How are you feeling? We're gonna say my forehead hurts. No kidding. Looks like your eyes are focusing. You should be fine. Say your name for me. Obviously, we just gotta stick with Squall. I don't think we've done custom names for any of these characters, so. Squall! Why don't you take it easy in training? Next time you might not be so lucky. Tell that to Cypher. That Cypher won't listen to anyone. Why don't you ignore him? Can't just run away. You want to be cool, huh? Well, don't get hurt in the process. Let's see, your instructor is... Quistis. Oh, wait, hold on. There's cursed knowledge. There is a like... Hold on, we gotta look up Quistis. Yeah. So, her name is not Quistis Trep. You might think it's Quistis Trap because that's how we would probably pronounce it in English. But her name is actually Kisutisu Turipu. Aside from Metal Gear, this is one of like 4 games with a prominent character named Cypher, one of which is responsible for your name. Wild. Yeah, Dr. Cranberry, that's a thing you can't unlearn now. Her name is not Quistis Trep or Quistis Treep or whatever. It's Kisutisu Turipu. I love it. I love how fucked up it is. Anyway, we're gonna call her Quistis because I'm not a fucking asshole. One of those names that feels like Japanese speakers trolling each other, right? Right? Kisutisu. So good. Kisutisu Turipu. Kisutisu. Anyway, I think it's supposed to be like Kistis or something, like kind of French. But Mike, so here's some Artemis lore. You always get Artemis lore when we start a new game. FF8 has never been my personal favorite. It was my cousin's favorite. However, I have a cousin who is way cooler than me and like definitely less debilitatingly neurodivergent. We'll put it that way. But he's still a huge nerd, right? So like whereas I ended up in like martial arts and played a little bit of baseball and stuff, he like was really hard into soccer when we were younger. And like just generally he was like more athletic than I was. I liked martial arts because my soul craves violence. I did not care necessarily about the like immediate health benefits. And he like played he played soccer at like a pretty high level for a while, right? He like played soccer year round, blah blah blah. But anyway, so he's really cool. but he's also a huge nerd. And we would hang out all the time because our dads are like very close in age, so they were close growing up. In addition to like being brothers, and and his favorite Final Fantasy game, and of course, I believe the first one he played was FF8. So he was like always super into FF8. I was super into FF9 because that was the first one that I really like dedicated time to playing, and so he always pronounced it Quiztis. So of course, we gotta pronounce it Quiztis. So anyway, so there's a terrible anime you watched, one where one of the characters was named El. Oh yeah, El Elf. Yeah. Boo! Thank you so much for 33 months. Oh my goodness. Who exactly decided the English spelling for that? So FF8 might have been the game that finally broke the Square Enix of America, or sorry, the Squaresoft of America, like translation guy. I can't remember. But they had like one guy who did like basically all of the translation of their games into English. The ones that made it stateside, like he it was like just him. He did like the whole thing, and it was around this time when he was like, guys, there is too much work to do. And like, if you want your games to be taken seriously by English speakers, we need more people. I am like doing a very basic, like literal translation, and then like doing my best with the limited time and resources I have to make it, flow better. But hearing the Japanese voice actors try to pronounce El Elf without it devolving into gibberish was amazing. Yeah. Edufu. Hello, Brownie. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Her child friend who was legally blind and had to read RPGs at nose to the screen range called her Quaddis because he misread her name and it was always there for me. That's awesome. Oh, we should have named her Quaddis. Fuck. Anyway. Oh, actually, here's something I learned recently, Dr. Cranberry, is in one of the early Gundam shows. I believe it's Double Zeta. One of the characters is named after a hentai magazine that was that like the writers like enjoyed or something at the time, and it was called, the magazine was called L People, right? And so the character's name is literally L People, right? Like, but what they did is when they converted it to like Latin characters, her name is like LP Pol or something like that, like ELP, like LP Pol, and so of course when you say it quickly as one name, L People, but yeah, just something that I feel like you would appreciate. So anyway, Dr. Katawaki says Quistis. I'll call her now. Just wait here for a minute. Double Zeta Gundam, that PS1 Gundam fighting game, had the announcer call it Full Armor Double Z Gundam. Yeah. Yeah, the one of the upgrades that the Double Zeta Gundam gets is like a full armor mode. So, Quistis, come get your student. Yes, yes. His injury's not serious. It'll probably leave a scar. Great. Now, please come by. You're gonna play robot surgeon on a tentacular courier ship? What? Look at this. Look at this. Who the fuck is that? Because that's certainly not somebody who shows up anytime soon. Treetop courier ship. That makes a bit more sense. Squall. So we meet again. Remember that character model. It's really interesting now seeing Quistis's character model and looking at her, and as an adult, right? I'm an adult looking at her character model, and I'm like, oh, that is in fact a child. Like that is somebody who's like in there, like that is somebody who's like late teens, but that is a child, right? And I remember as a kid playing this game thinking Christus looked so grown up and like so adult. And it's really funny to see how I have changed, even though the character design has not. So, jumping on the dev side, you mean there's apparently an actual Japanese name that someone ages ago converted it to the Latin alphabet, and whoever did it decided that combination of... Oh! Her name... So Kisutisu is apparently, like just a normal Japanese name. You were 7, so she forever gave you a thing for pencil skirts. Yo, real. But look, she has an updo. Yeah. Very adult. She wears glasses in a way that isn't like dorky kid with glasses. Later on, her outfit is like kind of scandalous. And your introduction to her in this is like in her school uniform, right? Like in her teaching uniform. Whereas so far the boys that we have seen have been fucking, leather coats and too many belts and trench coats and swords that are guns and Kistis, oh god, so now I'm doing it even without thinking about it. Krista strikes me as an exhausted RA in a dorm. Yeah. Like a child put in charge of other children. Yeah. Krista says, I knew it would be either you or Cypher. Whatever. Apparently, the thing here is that when Squall says whatever in the English translation, apparently that's that they condensed a number of other similarly kind of like flippant remarks, but things that are actually like have different meanings and nuance in Japanese that play with stuff of the keigo and whatnot. And it's kind of a bummer that like we didn't get that in English. Like I wish that we had gotten slightly more variation in Squall's dialogue, but just got her teaching degree, that first year teacher. Yeah. Right. It's so many phrases. Anyway, come on, let's go. Today's the field exam. Squall, is there something on your mind? Oh, apparently now I have to be in front of her. Okay. Not really, she says at the same time. And then she laughs at herself. It's so funny. Funny? No, it's not that. I'm just happy. I feel like I'm beginning to understand my student a little. That's all. I'm more complex than you think. Then tell me. Tell me more about yourself. It's none of your business. I will say that it is a bit of a shame that we will not get to appreciate the best FF8 meme of all time later on, where we get "You're the best looking guy here," but it's fine. Good morning, class. See, like he got into a fight. He and Cypher were sparring, and did not, and like gave each other fucking facial scars each, or at the very least, Cypher gave him one. I don't know. I can't remember when Cypher gets his in this, but starting with today's schedule, there seem to have been some rumors flying around since yesterday. Yes, the field exam for seed candidates will begin later this afternoon. Look at Cypher. Look at him hanging out like a cool guy in the back. Those not participating and those who failed last week's written test are to remain here in study hall. Field exam participants will have free time until the exam. Just be sure you're in top condition. Meet in the hall at 1600 hours. I'll announce the team assignments there. Any questions? Oh, and Cypher? Do not injure your partner while training. Be careful from now on. Field exam participants, I'll see you all later. And Squall, I need to talk to you. I do appreciate that Squall, even in a room that does not have the anime windows, is in like the anime window seat. Play Spot, the main character. Yeah. Best is probably the Bad Breath Christus one. Do you recognize that building? You pulled it in the MTG pre-release? Hell yeah. The Stepionic comics of FF8 were very funny. Gave each other matching scars on the face because no homo. Right? Right? Oh! okay, yes. Stepionic. Yes. Alright. We can't even junction yet. Okay, hold on. Yeah, I'm pretty good at pronouncing names at this point because that's a lot of my job. I had a person with a Polish name come in recently. I pronounced every W correctly, which is to say like a V. I pronounced like the CZ like a ch. There was a J in the middle, pronounced that correctly. I like pronounced her first name, last name. She like, and like normally when I get it right, immediately they'll be like, oh, wow. So I was like, so I said it and she didn't immediately respond. I was like, damn, I didn't get it right. And then after she like finished her check-in paperwork, she was like, I was really impressed. You got my name right. And internally, I like fireworks going off. And out, externally, I was like, oh yeah, like I really try. And I had a Polish student that I went to college with, so got a little bit of practice there. But again, meanwhile in my head, I was like, yeah. Anyway, it's an actual name or word, but this is the thing you've noticed about Asian words and names converted to Latin alphabet. The choice of letters really makes sense to the sound they're meant to represent, and someone had the ability to make that choice, so there's a reason and a story there, and you desperately need to understand the logic. Yeah, I mean, Christus, I can just tell one of these days I'm just gonna start calling her Keys. Like my brain is just gonna like activate like a sleeper agent, and I'm just gonna never be able to pronounce it the fun way again. But Boo says he loves making announcers read off his name and uses him every time. I'm glad that he has fun with it. La Quinta. The Santa Maria. Yeah, I don't know. I imagine that they were trying to go for like a vaguely French vibe with her. That's why we get the like QU, the QUI as a key instead of a que. But Cypher, have you seen Irish Gaelic? Irish Gaelic is actually really cool because what they did is with their writing system, they were like, hey, we have Latin letters, we have to write in Latin letters for historical reasons, whatever. Latin letters do not have the same number of vowels that we have in our, like whoever wrote, like Latin does not have the same, obviously it's a writing system for an entirely different language. So what they did is they took consonants and they made like writing rules, and where they were like, depending on where, like which consonants with like their position with a given vowel, it will change the pronunciation of the vowel. But the actual consonant is not, you don't pronounce it. It is instructing you how to pronounce the vowel, which I thought was really cool. When I learned that, I was like, holy shit. I thought that they were just like fucked over by the English, but like there was a little bit of more than a little bit. There was some cool like thinking going on there. The Nina, the Pinta, and the La Quinta. Oh god. Anyway, let's see. Turn the power on and basics. Refer to the tutorial on how to use magic in GF. A GF, also known as a Guardian Force, is an independent energy force by combining it with paramagic, which is like, the game doesn't tell you anything. It's like, yeah, magic is not actually real magic. It's possible to control tremendous energy. Memory loss is a possible side effect, but this has not been proven as of yet. They just give it, like, this is an entirely missable, like, Chekhov's gun. It's wild. Magic used by ordinary people is actually paramagic. In essence, it is a technique which involves controlling energy. It was developed by Dr. Odin. Odin? We're gonna go Odin. He was the first scientist to research the nature of magic by studying a sorceress. Skill can be gained through proper training. However, with magic, it is difficult to achieve power levels that are comparable to conventional weapons. Which basically, this is them explaining that paramagic for your average person is very difficult to get to the effectiveness of guns and swords and stuff. Sorceress is magic. A sorceress is a woman who's inherited the power of a sorceress. The origins of the sorceress go back to ancient times during Hein's reign. However, there is no factual evidence. So these various, like, messages, like, update over the course of the game. Do we want to read these? Do we care? A girlfriend is an independent energy source. Very true. I also can achieve great things when I'm junction to one. Oops, shit. Didn't mean to do this. Oh well. School committee. Thanks for looking at this page, but there won't be any updates for a while. That's because I, the Garden Festival chair, will be leaving Garden. I did not strive to be a seed, and I won't even graduate. I devoted all my time to the Garden Festival, my passion. But in the end, there was no Garden Festival. That's because no one volunteered to help out. But I have only myself to blame. I thought I alone could pull it off. I'll be starting a new life, but I sincerely hope someone will take over the Garden Festival committee. Goodbye, Balam Garden. Wimbly Donner. Is that a name we gotta remember? I gotta try to remember that name. Wimbly Donner. Wimbledon Donner. Anyway, tutorial. Squall is confirmed. GF data for Squall. So remember, this game came out in like 98, I think. 1998, 1999. Personal computers for like people that weren't super tech nerds were like really just coming into vogue. And so like the fact that this was like you're using a computer and you have like an internal school internet, like this felt so futuristic when I was a kid. Girlfriend data for Squall. Bro has cool Ice GF and Shockbird. Yeah. Yeah, so we have Quetzalcoatl and Shiva. Is this the first yeah, because normally the lightning one is Ramu. So this time we have Quetzalcoatl, which is kind of cool. 2 GFs already. Bro is playing the game. Right? Right? I am going to keep these the same names, though. It's just easier that way. Tutorial covers all aspects of gameplay. This tutorial can also be accessed through the regular menu at any time during the game. I know how to do it. I know how to play this game. Step 1, don't kill enemies. Step 2, use card on all enemies. Step 3, gain ability points but do not raise level. It's actually funny, the design ethos behind this was not just that they wanted to kind of discourage grinding to a certain degree. Like, they wanted to discourage level grinding, but also the idea is that, like, because people complain, they're like, oh, if you level up, the monsters get stronger with you, so like it doesn't matter, blah blah blah. But actually, what leveling up does, the reason why the monsters get stronger is because it then allows you to draw better magic from them. It keeps monsters relevant as the resource that they are intended to be throughout the whole game, which I think is really cool. Anyway, yeah, so do we care about these? Do people want to read the FF8 in-game message boards? Oh my gosh, we gotta Drink water. Everybody hydrate. Not right now, you don't think? Fair enough. We're not going to be perfectly comprehensive because that would cause me to claw my own eyes out. And yeah, they're message boards, so it's not like you miss anything. Like, you can come back here and read these over the course of the game. So, hydrate or unalive-drate? Yeah, hydrate or dihydrate, y'all. Okay, I'm done. Now I have girlfriends. I shall junction them. Magic and spirit. That's right. They both. Neither of them have good stat junctioning yet. Excuse me. I am so sorry. Conversion must have been done by a non-English language, and be aware of Dutch, Spanish, French, and Portuguese being prominent among initial explorers at the time. So you have to guess each language is responsible for random parts of it, which would explain why the pronunciation of the Latin conversation feels so inconsistent to you. The other thing is that there was like one guy. The idea that we have of like English transliteration of, or we'll say Latin character transliteration of Japanese is like one guy whose name was like Charlie Hepburn or something like that. He was just like some guy who was like, oh yeah, it's really difficult to get people to learn, really difficult for non-Japanese people to learn Japanese because they have this writing system that like is like if you're trying to learn it as an adult, like you need a conversion factor. So there was actually some talk a while back of changing it. I think that might be for the better. Like as it stands right now, it's mostly just weebs like me who tried to learn Japanese and mostly just learned how to pronounce, like learned Japanese pronunciation without actually learning how to read or write or speak it or anything. You know what I mean? Like I can pronounce names more or less correctly. That's about it. Anyway, Spirit is our magic defense, so we're gonna have him equip Shiva, and then actually, what if he equipped both of them, because Quiztis doesn't spend very long in our party. Oh, hold on. Ability. We're gonna go with GF, draw, and item. Phone keeps auto-correcting conversion to conversation. I mean, better show some courtesy to Instructor Trep. Instructor Treep? What do we like better, Trep or Treep? I like Trep better, but I'm aware that it doesn't, like, it's not taking into account every letter here. Change from old Wade Giles to the new Pinyin system made such a difference for Mandarin. True, yes. Yo, Pinyin is so good, though. It's also why you see really old, like the reason why certain old signs in from like Chinese immigrants to English-speaking countries, where you're like, why is the writing like that? Like, why are they saying things like spelled this way, right? When you pronounce it that way and it's wrong, like what's that? And it was just the old way of converting the sounds into Latin characters, and it was confusing and not nearly as accurate as it could be, which is why Pinyin is so much better. Trepa? I could do Trepa. Trape? I could also do Trape. An honor to be called over by Quiztis. Try to smile a little when you're talking to the instructor. Do we have any cards, by the way? We don't have any cards. I can't remember. Did I tell y'all that I am the undisputed triple triad world champion at a LARP that has since ended? You're gonna say like crepe? So trape? Yeah, all right. We've got multiple people saying for Trape. We'll do it. I remember reading once that for the longest time Mandarin was borderline impossible to learn. Yeah, because first of all, they didn't really want foreigners learning it because the English completely ruined their country. But also, the way that the methods of learning that we had for it were really bad. Yeah, Sichuan versus Sichuan, Chiang Kai-shek versus Jiang Jieshi. Yeah, it was really bad. Anyway, you haven't been to the fire cavern yet, have you? You won't be able to take part in today's seed exam if you don't pass this prerequisite. I was gonna go this morning, but Cypher. Do you have a good excuse? Not really. Then let's get going. If you're not too confident yet, you can review your studies at the study panel. I'll be waiting at the front gate, so come down when you're ready. Yo, you mean to tell me that his name was really... Which one is more correct? More correct is Genghis, right? Oh no, Genghis is incorrect. Fuck. Dude, my brain associates Genghis with such a sick, an absolute baller of a guy though. Fuck, I'm gonna have to rewire that brain. Bro is actually Big Chungus. God damn it. The Khan spoke a Turkish language, so neither is quite right. Yeah, that makes sense. The little wave to her students. I'm so jealous. Maybe I should take up that subject too. Should anything happen to Instructor Trape, See, this is the reason why I go to Trep, right? Is because Treppies, presumably from Trekkies. But should anything happen to Instructor Trape, the Trapies will get you back. I'll notice Instructor Trape. The little snap! Hold on. Is there anything interesting that we can get from that? No. Okay. I'm late! Wah! Are you okay? There! Tee, I'm fine. Sorry, I was kinda in a hurry. Oh, yeah! Hey, did you just come from that class? Is homeroom over? Yeah. Oh no! This place is so much bigger than my last garden. Oh, hey! I just transferred here. Do you think you could give me a quick tour of this garden? Sure. Woohoo! All right, let's go. We'll take the elevator to the first floor lobby, and I'll show you the directory. You wonder if she likes trains? She does give off autistic vibes. You want to have these? My brother gave me these cards, but they're really not my thing. You can have them if you'd like. What? How do you play a card game? I think it'd be best to look at the card game explanation in the tutorial. I don't really know much about it, really. If you want to play cards with someone, talk to them by pressing the square button. But keep in mind, not everyone's a card player. Oh, and by the way, I don't play, so don't bother challenging me. We received 7 cards. You have that seed exam today, right? You still haven't gone to the fire cavern? You just taking it easy? I don't know. Oh, well, take care. Yeah, here's the question. Chat, Do we go for 100% card collection? Do we lose our minds? That's the directory. You're not gonna push for it? Lurking while you honk shoe? Necro wants me to do it. As far as you're aware, FF8 is a collectible card game with an RPG attached to it. Oh no. Do we do it? Well, this is it. Balam Garden is pretty big. It's a good idea to check where you want to go and select it here. I have a question. How do you use this? Move the cursor, press A. I'll give a quick explanation of the various facilities. Yes, sir! You'll find the dormitory to the north. Majority of the students live in the dorms. There aren't too many students who commute. Yeah, I'm in the dorms too. You can rest and change in there. West of the north block is cafeteria. There's always a big rush for the hot dogs. You better get used to waiting in line. See, this was extra funny, the hot dogs thing to me, because as a kid, I really liked hot dogs, but my cousin fucking loved hot dogs. All right. I was like, yeah, I could put away a couple hot dogs, but you know, like, whatever. At that age, when we were like 6, 7, 8, 9 years old, you know, even probably a little bit older, but like when we were little, he had like he's obviously way better with it now, but he was like a very selective eater just because he was kind of picky, right? And so he like frequently when I was over there, we would like almost exclusively eat, you know, like mac and cheese and hot dogs or something. So it was really funny that the hot dogs, you know, here were like in such high demand, and one of his favorite characters, who we will meet later, again, hot dog crazed. It's just very funny. Going to bed? Time for you to pass out? Okay.
Well, I know what you want to help tell me. So, I relied on her 1 through 7.
Yeah? Did you trick her with treats?
She's still obsessed with it. As soon as I took it down, and I was able to grab her, and she was like, she's not looking for the treat.
Simply must triple triad to beat the optional boss, since you need items best gained from cards, right? Oh shit, you're right, Necro. And I knew that somebody was gonna want me to play all of the. I don't know if I will do all of the bosses. Like Omega Weapon or whatever it's called, I know is like a super pain in the ass. But okay, I love you lots. All right, chat. We need to, you and me, we gotta have a quick chat here. All right, gotta have a quick talk. We have very, very definitely fallen off of the super boss, you know, train. I don't know if I'm gonna do FF8 super boss. I didn't do FF7s. I don't think I did FF6s. We did FF5s because that game was, the class system was legitimately fun to play with. But we have not done all of the super bosses. We're probably not going to do this one. I do have to consider for Omega at the end. Don't I have to beat the game first for that? Squall's a fan of the glizzy. That's because hot dogs are delicious. No, you don't? Oh, shit. All right. I thought that it was like a post game unlock or something. But all right, cool. All right, we'll probably just cheese the fight then. Been on a real hot dog bender recently. What can you say? They're quick, easy, and tasty, right? I love hot dogs. I tried. So I was out with some friends a few weeks ago for a friend's birthday party. The place that we were at served German beer, overpriced brats, hot dogs with toppings. And I was like, I'll get a hot dog with toppings. Absolutely, let's do it. And those motherfuckers charged me for the toppings and didn't give me the toppings, and I was really mad. Oh, apparently we didn't get charged for that toppings. I was like, hey man, I want like a plain brat for my wife, and I want a hot dog with toppings. And the guy was like, got you. And then he gave us plain both, which they are like fair, but hero drink aura, do over at the end. Yeah. Anyway, east of the north block is the parking lot. We usually take the garden car when a mission comes up. Front gate is located to the south. That's right, I have to go meet Instructor Trape at the front gate. Huh? What's the matter? Nothing. Next we have the quad, located in the west block. There's an event being planned there. I know! It's the garden festival. It's gonna be great. I'm planning to be on the committee. You wanna help out too? Let's just continue. South of the west block is the infirmary. This is where you get treated for your injuries, but a lot of students just come here for advice. What's the doctor's name? Dr. Kadawaki. Next, now the East Block. This is the training center. It's the only facility open at night. It's used for training, and they have real monsters running loose here. If you don't take it seriously, you may end up dead. Just be careful. Okay. South of the East Block is the library. There's a lot of material you can look up here, but the terminals in the classroom are a lot more efficient. You already know about the classroom on the second floor, right? Yep, I remember that one. By the way, the headmaster's office is located on the third floor. You need permission to get in. Another question. What's the headmaster's name? Headmaster Sid. Sid mentioned. Bow, 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 bow. You've been making a lot of Japanese food recently? I made steak the other night. That was like the first time I did real cooking in a while. T-Rex are your beloved? Yeah. That's about it. Anything else? Got it. Hey, are you taking today's seed exam? Yeah. Then maybe I'll see you again later. I've already finished my training at my previous garden. I'm taking the seed exam today too. Good luck to both of us, huh? Thanks a lot. Oh, she's non-interactable. Oh, Squall, Instructor Trape is waiting for you at the front gate. What? You don't know where the front gate is? You're kidding me, right? There's only one gate. Head south from where we are. Did you also forget that you can check where you want to go on the directory? Alright. Now that I've been playing for nearly an hour. Made buckwheat noodles with leeks, tofu, and a miso ginger sauce yesterday. Ooh. I was gonna heat up some ribs, and then lovely wife was like, hey, I want burritos instead. And I was like, fair. Used to be big on hot dogs as a kid. Like a true Wisconsinite, you're going to prefer proper sausages. Yeah, actually, what cards do we have? Gizzard, Fungar, Red Bat, Gala, Gesper, Fastitokalan F, which is wild, and Caterpillar, which their like image is terrifying. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's what, 110 cards? Ooh, excuse me, 110 cards? Alright, if I remember correctly, this kid's good at cards, right? We're gonna try to just beat him with the... Do we have anything that's strong on the bottom? No, nothing that's strong on the bottom. Alright. Mog! Alright, you fool! I need that Mog card though. Do I have any food cravings for this weekend? Probably not. Anyone here is a YouTube creator called Ordinary Sausage? You highly recommend them for hilariously cursed food ideas? Oh, I didn't. There's no Mog. It doesn't matter. Life is not worth living. Oh, I'm a dingus. Whatever. Guess what? We're gonna be doing this a lot. You don't need more cursed food in your life. Yeah, that's fair. Do that, I guess. Wasting a perfectly good 7, but whatever. All we gotta do is do it one card at a time, baby. I don't know. Tonberries are cool. Oh, that's another 7 high though. We got the Tonberry because I think they're neat. Yep, I'm gonna keep playing you, kid, till I win your Mog card. Don't want to see a man try to make a sausage out of a Big Mac and Swedish fish. What the fuck? What the fuck? That's so fucked up. Oh my god. Worthless tie. Absolutely butchering Wagyu. Oh, jeez. Sausage maker, way too much free time. Alright, this kid will show up eventually. I just want to get the Mog card because I know that that's one of the ones you can get early on. You know what? Here, do it this way. Oh, stop telling me about the stupid seed exam. Let me play cards against you. Alright, is there anything that we should really worry about, or should we, like... Because I know that we can, like, absolutely obsess over stuff early game. And, like, get cards and stuff. Ooh, Tri-Face might be pretty good for our deck. Okay. Yeah, I do. If I remember correctly, people generally want you to, like, obsessively play the card game very early on to get into the habit of doing so, mostly. Alright, here we go. Running Kid. Yeah, this will be the last card game, and we will continue the story. 6. Maybe with a strong bottom. We got 4s. Go for this. I think I could have played that slightly better, but that's okay. You know, I know what you're doing, Cypher, and it's still... I still was like, perhaps. Been here since the garden was established. I am, in fact, challenging you. Toi! This guy. One day we will have good cards, but that day is not tonight. delightfully weird thing. Who's this guy? Excellent breeze. Great day for cards. All right. Oh man, I hate going first. I feel like I used to be better at this. We're gonna go here. Haha! That's a good strong part that you can start with. All right. we got to get through at least the fire cavern. Draw point. Check this out. Sure. Behold. The equipment system of this game. Now our defense is, or our magic defense is, I think, technically slightly better. I will not be obsessively magic grinding. Just FYI. I have a few things to explain before we head off. Guardian Force gives us strength. The stronger the Guardian Force, the stronger we become. So here's a brief explanation on junctioning and GF. We already did this! Imagine you did this in the tutorial and then it gives you a second tutorial. No reason to? No reason to obsessively grind, or? Made sausage out of bull's genitals and another out of cow brains. Oh, thank you for sneezing the ads. I appreciate it. Thankfully, they just gave us the ability to skip that. So, also, yeah, look at Christus in her outfit here. Like, girl was given many people a lot of funny feelings in 1998. Look at this outfit. It is peak 90s and also like kind of cunty. Actually, I'm into it. The overworld sprite has idol poses? Are you kidding me? I didn't remember that. Oh, I forgot that we're like on an island. So if I remember correctly, as long as you are literally on a road, you are generally safe. Fire Cavern is that way. Obviously, we're not going there yet. I appreciate that our icon on the overworld is a gunblade. Yeah, so what I could do if I was gonna be obsessive is Quetzalcoatl can learn card. So if I gained 40 ability points and then had Quetzalcoatl learn card, and then use card to turn fish enemies down on the beach I could turn them into cards, and then Shiva could learn Ice Magic Refine, and then I could then have water. I could refine the cards into water magic, and then I could junction water magic to a stat. And water is like significantly stronger than your other stuff at this current level. So like, even though it's not necessarily the best ability, like it's not the best magic for like your attack stat, it is like considered like a rank 2 spell or something. So it's automatically like in the same general stratosphere of like Fira and Thundara and stuff. And it's just like, dog, really? Alright, so she could learn Strength and Vitality Junctioning. You could learn HP and Vitality Junctioning. I do think that Shiva is... See, the problem is that I'm trying very hard not to immediately fall into my old play patterns, which is learn card, learn refine, blah, 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 blah. But... yeah, like, meat is meat, you know? Like, we're cutting it up and cooking it. Like, I'm not doing that because I don't necessarily want to deal with that. But if somebody else did it, like, I'd eat it. I'll try anything twice. Boost is... I do think that the refine magics, like, refine is one of the better things to learn. So we're gonna have both of them learn refine because it lets you then also, I believe, refine shittier magic into better magic, something like that. So like you could get like, you know, 5 thunders into Thundaras sort of deal. You know what I mean? All right, Quistis does in fact need a GF junction somewhere. She is more of a mage than Squall is. Oh god, okay. Remove. Oh no, I don't want all of them off. Okay. Is it Shiva that has magic? No, Shiva's. Yeah. If you don't have something equipped, then you have problems. So. Mostly because it means that you only have one person who can draw, and that's not great. So. We want to be more efficient with our magic drawing. If you happen to know, he tries his best to use up as much as he can of what he makes, unless it's genuinely inedible. Yeah, that's fair. Ooh, draw point. See, I knew it wasn't a waste going here. Thunder. I don't know. Quistis can have this, I guess. 9 thunders. Dang. So as Squall gets more. Oh, that's right. So that's the weapon shop. Weapons are significantly less important in this game. Or rather, they're less granular, we'll put it that way. Bellam, the town, is like tiny. It's kind of funny. It's not a shop, that's a car rental place. Tell me. Renting a car is the best way to avoid those nasty monsters outside the city. You'll need to buy fuel, of course. When you rent a car, we offer a full tank free of charge. You can buy extra fuel at item shops. We charge a flat rate for our rentals. As soon as you drive back into the city, your rental period ends, so make sure you get the most out of it. Why would I ever use the car? You're not in a rush to upgrade them? Yeah, because like most of your benefits, I should be running around on that wilderness. Most of your benefits come from whatchamacallits. Squall, you still remember? The R is the trigger. Pull it just as you strike. Same for the Renzoku Ken. Oh, I should draw. Whatever. What are our options? Fire? Oh, yeah. No idea if I'm doing that correctly, by the way. Scan. Maybe we'll just draw more fires from that, actually. Boop. Alright, I now have the visual cue of when I did it correctly. So. There. Find the Final Fantasy staple of here we are fighting with swords even though the technology is good enough to have cars hilarious. Yeah, it's that's mostly a thing that started from like FF7. Like 1 through 5 did not really have guns. 6 had one guy who was like your tech guy. But like in general, still no. And then 7 and 8 had guns and cars and stuff, but like your characters are like magically enhanced and therefore capable of using swords to still fight. Wow, I just remembered like how blatantly the remaster completely fucks up the overworld because it doesn't blur. In trying to make things so crisp, it like makes it very clear that these are just tiles. That's wild. And then 9 is a return to 1 through 5 or 6. So you don't have guns. You have cannons, but not guns. And it's also like kind of about the power of the human spirit. So 10, machines are bad. 10-2, there's a gunner class, but it's still recent. 12 has like black powder, but not. Anyway, I'm getting lost in the reeds here. Suppose that's fair, sort of a modern Final Fantasy thing. Yeah. Like, they do their best to, Oop, 5 blizzards. That's gonna be important. Hold on. We're gonna do a little bit of drawing on this guy. I need Quistis to have some number of blizzards and some number of cures. So mostly because she needs the cures to be able to properly heal. And like Blizzard is going to be her attack magic, Cure is going to be her our main use of it. You know what I mean? Method of recovery. So I'm probably gonna take them off of Squall's junction, by the way, because it doesn't really make sense. You're down by 40, you're down by 30. What are you weak to, actually? It would be very funny if you were weak to blizzards. Glacial Eye. Uses ice magic. When running low on HP, uses Vampire to suck HP from opponents. He's just going to be swinging the whole game anyway? Yeah. Theoretical 100% crit and can't miss even if blinded. Yeah. Yeah, if I remember correctly, my usual strategy is to give Squall, like, I give him draw but not magic. That way he can, like, cast stuff from enemies. Fights are going to be a little bit slow just until Quistis has some stock up. It's probably going to be this fight, mostly. Well, you're not the biggest fan of FF8's battle theme, you think it has very strong opening? True. GF received AP. We also have potions, which is something I frequently forget to use, so. M Stone Piece. Alright. We are going to... Oh, shit! Apparently a little bit of it was still... A little bit of cures were still enough to... Hold on. Sure, actually, because that'll be relevant in the upcoming area. And Squall... Ooh. Give him the cover counter build and just have him smack for days, but you do give him draw for not missing reasons. Yeah, like I give him draw just that way he has like... Most of the time it's just that way he can stock stuff for other people. Oh, she should also get more fires. I did this, in fact, entirely backwards. Squall, attack, you draw. Draw, fire, and stock it so that way magic moves. We have an ad starting in 20 seconds, by the way. Draw fit, okay, that's fair. That's on me for trying to get too tricky with things. They gave Quistis a whip? Yep, they sure did. Oop, I was not paying attention. Trying to do too many things. I have a question for y'all. Would you ever be into, like, singing streams? Or, like, singing in the background, maybe? I know I'm not, like, you know, fantastic, but... In case this just goes terribly... Oh, no, that's not one. In case this goes terribly wrong... Do they have Rose in this? You're very biased. Okay, fair. And we'll keep that in the middle. Like, I need y'all to understand, I will not be insulted if you're like, hey, actually, we don't want you singing. Like, that is fine. Okay, junctioning magic. Pay attention. I will tell you how to equip stuff. For the record, junctioning is very poorly explained in this game. They kind of give you very limited options at the very beginning. Tell you, here is how you do this thing, and then don't go. They don't like. They do an explicit tutorializing of it where they're like, here is how to do it, instead of a instead of letting the game slowly show you over time how it works. So you have a lot of people who like get mad when they like have a magic junction and then use it and their stat goes down, and they're like, what the fuck, dude? Because like the game doesn't do a good enough job of it, of like explaining things. So anyway. Objective, obtain a low-level GF. Seed member must support. Are you ready? Yes. I'm ready. I'm his support. Instructor number 14, quizzed his trait. Heard some very polarizing reviews of the junction system. Yes, so the junction system is the sort of system that, as I already stated, right? If I did the tiniest bit of grinding, got card, so like not even entering the first dungeon, we get card. We then use card to no longer raise our level. We will finish all fights with the card ability. Use card to turn enemies into cards. You still gain ability points. You do not gain XP. You then learn the refinement. And so you learn refinement, and then you also learn the other stat junctions. You then play a bunch of the card game, and also you fight enemies and turn them into cards. Convert the cards into ice, water, and lightning magics, and then have them refine those from there. And already you are like set for probably all of disc 1. And like for people who have figured that out and either figured it out organically or have played the game before and kind of figured it out the hard way, or have looked it up online, you know, listened to some jackass like me tell you about it, like the junction system can be the sort of thing where if you're the sort of person who enjoys breaking games, right, with the tools that they give you, it's very satisfying to have characters that are very powerful. But you know, you don't have like you can be early in the game and have very strong characters. But if you don't understand it, then it's infuriating, right? It's not explained well. It's the sort of thing where the community has figured it out over time, but it's not intuitive at all. They don't do a good job of explaining that you don't have regular equipment boosts like you did even in FF7. Like magic is your equipment, and it doesn't do a good job of explaining that, and it doesn't do a good job of making it clear that if you want certain stats to improve, you just need to have the correct Guardian Force for that. So it is what it is. Select a 10-minute, choose one suited to your abilities, challenging yet reasonable. 10 minutes. So Quiztis is going to support us in battle. Boys often choke on this test when I come with them. Guess my charm makes them nervous. Whatever. I'm just kidding. Try to keep you relaxed, that's all. If I remember correctly, if you defeat Ifrit in like the last 10 seconds or something, it's something like that where you... But yeah, the enemies in here are weaker than the ones out in the overworld. I know that it's like time brackets, right? I was sworn that one of those was a blue magic item for her, but that's fine. Imagine a bus station. Bomb, an elemental monster. Use an ice attack for these. Check the monster's weakness and scan. It's a really good character model, though. I'm glad that they used the Dissidia models for these. Lots of health, huh? Well, Squall only knows bonk, so... It's a mule. Very weak against physicals. Got it. Get on, idiot. Yeah, stop posing all cool like and get to the goddamn mission, dude. It has a really cool death animation, for sure. I guess I was right. You and Safe are in a class of your own. You both have star potential. Okay, this is it. You ready? It's a little... You seem confident enough. Alright, we're gonna see if we can beat this guy with a subpar team in under 5 minutes. This battle music, I fucking love this battle music. Defense, worse than spirit. Weak against ice. Okay. Never got to the Eden raids. I don't believe so. We're doing like 130 damage a turn. Oops. Impudent humans. Oof. Damn. Oops. That was the wrong one. Cast it on yourself, please. Nice. Okay. That's right. He should just be using Shiva. I fucked up. Shiva looking fucking fresh in this thing. All of that for 176? They have Shiva? I love that, where he's like, impossible. Not bad for a human. You dead yet, or no? Okay. Oh, I forgot to gunblade. Is he almost dead yet? Because we do not have a lot of time left. For me to lose to a human, very well, I will join you. There isn't much time, but let me go over this real quick. Good, you got... Oh, God. I don't care. Okay. Can somebody tell me if that was, like, good enough to get the best points? Should be an 80? No, I want that to be a 100. To confirm in the last, like, 7 seconds? Oh, God. All right, hold on. We're doing it. I bet we can do it. FF8, Ifrit. Best score is given at 7 or fewer seconds remaining. You can idle in the naming screen that follows the battle to let the time run out during it to get maximum score. Timer does not appear on the naming screen. It will keep counting down. Bro! I could have just idled? Fuck! No, you're good, Swag. All right, y'all. We're gonna reload. Also, enemy levels are basically, or especially boss levels, are basically just like direct average of party level, right? I continue to choose the wrong one. This is the first thing that impacts our grade, right? Like this area. I like having like as close to the best starting grade that I can have, you know? It's like so obvious now that she's flirting with him, but I remember at the time I was just like, oh, she's just kind of like a slightly weird teacher or whatever, you know? And then I found out that she was like Squall's age, and I was like, oh shit. Back attacked by bats. Alright, Quistis should draw. Oh, they have Thunder's Hour. Oh shit! I thought that was... Oh, gosh, darn it. It's fine. Now they are the ones back attacked. I can't tell what's what. Oh my god. Oh, I thought he was drawn from the other one. Excuse me. Okay. Oops. One more fight, apparently. Oh, it's one of these guys. Okay. Cool. I fucked up the draw, or the other thing. That's okay. We're gonna stock fire. Stock fire! Your GF thing doesn't matter, so we're gonna do it like that. Magic draw item, beautiful. GF draw item, perfect. Both have amazing strength and potential. That's what she said. Alright, so it says that he should have about 800 health. That's what this says. So there's one. That's 250 total. $330. $410. So he's probably about halfway there. $570. $660. So he's probably only got like what, another 140 or so left. me to lose to a human. Very well, I will join you. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. So, if I have done this correctly, then when I get this to 40 seconds, or when I get this down to like 5 seconds on my little timer, it should presumably wind down the clock. Okay, if I did this correctly. Good, you got yourself a girlfriend. If you junction them, you'll be able to do stuff. Okay. So if we did this correctly, yeah, thanks, quiz test. Now we have a girlfriend. Oh, he only has cure. That's right. Mid-magic refine, yes. We'll get vitality junction. Fire magic refine is the most important. Thunder, that's right, fire is the biggest boost right now. Quistis leaves the party soon, so we're gonna just give Squall all the stuff. Sure. Is there any way to put these on, like, later pages? Yes, apparently. Cool. That way he won't accidentally fuck over his stats. Is she crying? Oh, Quiz is gonna die. Damn. Holy shit. The sassy twist, right? She's like, no. This is G returner, revives GF from KO. We don't need that. Alright, if I remember correctly, yeah, so we can now refine thunder and ice magic from random stuff. Yeah, that's fine. Good enough for now. Mid-magic refine. Card is also really good though. I think do we care about mid-level magic nearly so much as we care about having cards? I think no. I think we care about card more than mid-magic refine. Especially because card gives us another option. Axel, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome, welcome. How are you, friends? Axel, what were you playing? Did I tell you how much time you had left when you defeated Ifrit? Oddity, thank you so much! Welcome, welcome, friends. How are you? You're playing Abiotic Factor. What's that about? You're both raiding and already here? Oh my gosh, Cypher, you're in two places at once. You did it. You achieved non-Euclidean form. This is your favorite Final Fantasy ever? It is a very good one for sure. We're at the very, very beginning. Hello, I love you too, friend. You're scientists doing science? I gotta. Trapped underground in a massive lab, you must craft and survive and fight off extra-dimensional horrors. For science, of course. Gotcha. But yeah, we are specifically doing a not super grindy playthrough of FF8 for sanity reasons, and also because like I kind of feel like the game gives you the option to break it open at the very beginning, but I'm trying really hard not to because I feel like that might perhaps ruin the experience. Hey Ling, welcome, welcome, welcome. If Half-Life was a survival, oh my god, why is there a T-Rex bar? We should run, right? I was gonna say, like, I remember there being a status strat, so I'm just shocked that we ran into T-Rex right there. Alright, Squall, is there anything worth drawing from this guy? Fires, apparently. When did this suddenly become Dino Crisis? That's the flavor text in the TRXR's Magic the Gathering card. Incredible. Oh, we got a Bite Bug card. Before I forget, we need to... There we go. We need to remove Blizzard, so that way we're not always doing Blizzard damage. Yeah, we've already played the card game for like an hour. Well done. Let's see. Thought there was something else I needed to go over with you before you take the seed exam. Oh yes, taking care of your GF. This is something you have to watch out for. You have a nice lo-fi version of this? So do I. GF will level up as it gains XP. Oh yeah, this is just telling you that they gain abilities. Changing your uniform, assemble at the first floor lobby. Always remember to take care of your GF. Yeah. Treasure your GF. Cherish your GF. Hate to raid and run, but you're gonna start getting ready for beds. Yeah, I'm probably wrapping up soon, but we're gonna probably play a little bit more cards before we do anything. I have work tomorrow, so. You're challenging moi? This dude's a clown. Alright, Ifrit is going to carry us through so many card battles. Oh, my controller has low battery. Oh no. Oh, instead of Tonberry, we should go Tri-Phase. That's okay. Here, let's do this. Alright, we're gonna go for the Death Claw. have sworn this guy had a rare card, or maybe he just has slightly better cards, and so it's a good spot to start your collection. Can't remember. Yeah, give me that Deathclaw. Hell yeah. Ah, beans. Alright, so you can attack with 5, 6, 6, 5, 6. One more card. One more card. One more. Uno más. Uno más. Not Gizzard. Gizzards are bad. Yeah, hell yeah. I guess none of these are actually very good. I don't know, we'll pick up a cacti, I guess. Oops. Alright, kid. No! Damn it. Come on, come on. Ugh. So close. Ah, gotcha. Gotcha this time. Alright. I'm tired of going first, Grandpa. Blood Soul has a cooler name. We're taking that one. He's so fast. How's he so fast? Oh, who are you? I'm gonna be a seed. I'll work really hard. Okay. You do not play cards. Card game? Sure. Why do I always go first? I win. Okay. Running kid should be around here soon, right? Yeah. Okay. Last round with the kid. Ugh, I just want that Mog card. Want it real bad. Have a good night, Oddity. Thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it. What's up? Yeah. Alright, we are going to save here in case I have somehow utterly fucked myself, and we are going to call it there. It's a short stream. I started late, trying to get to bed before midnight. Thank you again to Oddity on Fire and Axel Rexus 13 for the raid. You guys should check them out. They are good friends of mine, and they are real funny, goofy goobers. Everybody, I will see you guys on Monday for more streaming. It'll probably be more FF8. I have a mighty need. Please don't put the cat up there. So everybody, I hope you have a lovely morning, afternoon, evening, nighttime, whatever time of day it happens to be for you as you are watching this. If you are watching it live, thank you so much for keeping me company for the last 2 hours. If you are watching this as a VOD, thank you for letting me keep you company for the last 2 hours and change here. Everybody, I do appreciate you all hanging out, and yeah, I'm glad that we're on to FF8. Swag, if you are still listening, we will do our best to get back to Space Game, but it was stressing me the heck out for quite a while, so we'll see. But FF8 is on the docket, and then we've got a bunch of other stuff that will probably be in and out of rotation. Chief among them, Ace Attorney, which I'm sure should be a good time. Yeah, I will see you guys on Monday. I hope you have a lovely weekend, and until our paths cross again in this big wide universe of ours, in my particular corner of this particular little galaxy, be good to yourselves, be good to each other, and remember to keep on shining bright starlights. I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, Take care. Bye-bye. And stay cool. Toodaloo.